Folks, welcome aboard. My name is Captain Mike. This is my office. Not too shabby, huh?
I'm the chief pilot here at Chicago Helicopter Experience. Day to day, it involves taking part in all of the flight operations here. Sometimes it's tours, sometimes it's charters, sometimes it's social events throughout the city. But all of them involve coming in every day, pre-flighting the aircraft, making sure the aircraft are ready to fly, and then of course getting in and actually flying those events. Things I've done in the past, I used to fly tours and charters in New York City. That's where I got my start. Then I've done a number of things. I've gone oil and gas fields out in Louisiana. I've fought wildfires out in California and Alaska. I flew a year in Afghanistan. I fought fires in China and spent 4 years down in Antarctica with the National Science Foundation, moving around some of their science research teams. I actually came to Chicago specifically for this job. The past flying experiences have been really fun, really exciting and fulfilling, but they involved a lot of travel, so I wanted to come to a place where I could be home every night, be in my own bed every night, and this job gives me the opportunity to do that. One of the challenges about flying here in Chicago is, and they told me it was going to be like this, is the weather. They promised me that we're going to have beautiful summer weather. That has not been the case. It seems like it's either cloudy or foggy or rainy almost every day. And that's something that we have to take in consideration going day to day. So while it rarely surprises us, it is something that we constantly have to work around. To keep the passengers entertained, if they're not flying, there's always going to be some disappointment. We're disappointed, we'd rather fly, and of course they're disappointed. But while they're waiting here, whether they're flying or not, they're always welcome to come in, and we've got games, we've got a History of Chicago museum, we've got a helicopter aviation exhibit where you can see the engine of the aircraft. You can look at some of the other aircraft that have been flown in the past, and really just sort of celebrate aviation with us. There's going to be nervous passengers all the time, and I get a personal chuckle out of it because it goes away very, very quickly. People are a little bit scared of helicopters, sometimes they're a little bit intimidated, they're noisy machines, but once you get inside, you close the doors, you put on the noise-canceling headsets, things get very quiet, we've got air conditioning, we've got music, and within about the first 30 seconds of flying in the helicopter, you realize how smooth it is, how calm it is, and the fears go away very, very quickly, and that's when the excitement starts. The fun part about this job is all the tours are different. The daytime is different tour than the sunset tour, and that's different than the full-on night tour, and then we get to sprinkle on the fireworks on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and that becomes a completely different thing altogether. Each tour is different. The daytime tour I'll probably be talking a lot, giving a lot of facts, pointing out a lot of buildings. When the sun sets and it's time for the nighttime tour, that's my cue to sort of shut up and let everybody just sort of take in the city and the beauty of a night flight. My favorite thing about this job is, compared to other flying jobs, is everybody's always excited to get on the helicopter. This is always going to be the most fun thing that they did in their time in Chicago. Even if they're from Chicago, this is something they typically haven't done before. So I get to feed off the excitement of those passengers and sort of just get to share what a fun experience it is to get in a helicopter and fly around, even if it's just for 15 minutes.